That's not up to standard." The HOA president sneered, his voice dripping with arrogance as he glanced at the freshly installed fence in my yard. I could feel my blood boiling. Ugly. This fence was my pride and joy. It wasn't just a fence, it was a boundary, a line between my life and their endless rules. Yet, they were dismissing it, telling me to tear it down. "I'm sorry, but it's an eyesore," he continued. His words felt like a slap in the face. It wasn't just about a fence. It was about them trying to control me. They were supposed to help, but all they did was criticize. They were relentless. "The color clashes," they said. "It doesn't match the neighborhood tone." Tone. Theirs was a tone of superiority. They lived in their little bubble of authority, wielding power over everyone with their arbitrary rules. They didn't care about individuality or what a fence meant to someone. They just wanted everything to look the same. And here they were, trying to force me to tear down my fence. They had no idea who they were dealing with. I couldn't just let this slide. I began to dig into the HOA's own regulations. What I found? Not much. No specific rules about the exact shade of fence paint. No standards. I knew they were trying to make up rules as they went. Then, I started talking to my neighbors, and they told me the same story. Complaints over stupid, nitpicky things that had no basis in law. The HOA was overstepping their bounds, and it was time to stop them. I found a clause buried in their bylaws, though. It was a golden nugget, a loophole. They couldn't force me to change the fence unless it was damaging the property or violating town zoning laws, neither of which my fence was doing. I knew I needed to be strategic. I wasn't going to just fight back with words. I'd hit them where it would hurt most, their image. I formulated a plan. The next HOA meeting would be my stage. I showed up with my paintbrush, but not for my fence. I had a new plan. At the HOA office, I painted a huge mural right on the side of their building. Using the exact shade of the ugly fence, I painted bold, eye-catching letters that read, "This is what you called ugly?" The mural was impossible to ignore. It was a direct, public slap in the face. Neighbors watched from their windows. The HOA was blindsided. They called the police, of course, but the damage was already done. The mural became a local sensation. People were stopping by, taking pictures, sharing it online. Suddenly, the HOA wasn't the powerful enforcer they thought they were. They were the joke. Board members started receiving angry emails from residents who were tired of the nitpicking and the rules that made no sense. People began questioning every decision the HOA made. The board tried to remove the mural, but the community rallied behind it. They couldn't take down the mural. It was a community victory. For more HOA downfall stories, like, subscribe, and stick around for the next revenge.